And I can tell you that if you don't understand the fact that there's darkness in the world and that people, human beings, are capable of evil things, if you don't understand that, you're not going to understand the first of all, you're not going to understand what you need to look out for in the world and what we need to be aware of as a society and as a race of humans. But also, you're not going to appreciate things in the world that are beautiful and good and positive. So with the podcast, I'm not doing it to make people happy. I'm not doing it to make people listen. I'm not even doing it to make people listen. I'm doing it because it's things that I've lived through. It's things that I want to understand better. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And if people like it, then that's awesome. And if people don't want to listen to it, that's cool too.
Well, at least from my personal experience, listening to guys like Jordan Peterson or listening to yourself or listening to anybody talk about really deep, important subjects, even if you know what they're saying to be true, it reinforces it in your own mind and maybe even opens up new doors of comprehension. Jordan certainly did that with me when I was listening to him talk. Like, he was saying some things like, talking about dragons and dragons have gold. I was like, whoa, Jesus Christ. Like, he was hitting some notes about human psychology and the reason why we behave in certain ways and the pitfalls of these certain types of behavior that I absolutely knew he was right. And maybe I'd even thought about them before, but seeing them reinforced so eloquently and seeing it expressed so articulately, it really it sparked life in my mind. Yeah,
and even, he was talking about being a warrior, right? And how these guys in modern times, we don't spend time being a warrior. If you and I were living 500 years ago, you and I would both be battle scarred and we would be used to that lifestyle. People aren't used to that lifestyle now. They've kind of forgotten what that feels like. And so that was my life. I mean, that was my life, was to prepare for war and go fight war. That was my whole life. And so for me to look back on it now and hear Jordan Peterson to say, like, that's normal, that's okay, that's expected. And it makes me say, okay, I understand now where, kind of part of I understand myself better when I hear him say, oh yeah, this is normal for guys to go out and fight wars. This is the warrior mentality. And when you come back and you tell the truth about it, people will react to that in a positive way. That's what he was saying about you. He's like, hey, look, you're not some, academic sitting there reading a book and talking about what you're reading in the book. You're like, no, I'm a fighter. I fight. I've been through this stuff. I've had physical challenges.